Hi, my name's Andrew Brucker. I was adopted at birth from Jacksonville, Florida, by my parents Robert and Denise Brucker. Um, they were both really great parents. They gave me a lot of opportunities I probably wouldn't have gotten with my birth parents. I went to private school in Connecticut. I got to move down to South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, when I was 12 years old when they retired. I had an IEP. I was diagnosed with Asperger's syndrome when I was 6, and they dealt with it in the best way they could. They got a lot of psychiatrists and psychologists to help me develop ways of coping with it. I'm looking for a scholarship for actually a psychology degree to help people like me with Asperger's syndrome. I really love my adopted parents. They gave me a great childhood experience. I had a great extended family. I was really blessed. My birth mother I'm in contact with. They let me do that when I was 18. She's actually a sign language interpreter in Louisiana and New Orleans, which is really cool because in middle school, like, one of the languages I wanted to learn was sign language. And it was cool to see how I didn't know anything about my birth mother, but we shared the same interests nonetheless. My birth father was very abusive to my birth mother, and he was a drug addict and a alcoholic. And actually, I have a protection order against him from my mom, because she had a restraining order against him when I was being born and when she was pregnant with me. So I'm glad she did that. My father could have killed me if that wasn't done. And she did the best thing she could for me. She put me up for adoption to two great parents. My mom was a school teacher for elementary and intermediate school kids. And my father worked for the light company as a lineman, and now he works as a consultant for safety for them. I was raised right up the street from Nicole Kidman and Kira Sedgwick. Kira Sedgwick and Kevin Bacon, sorry. They were my neighbors. I got to meet the crocodile dude. I forget his name. He died a couple years back when I was in high school, because he also lived in Connecticut in the same town I lived in. I got to travel all over the country. I've been to California, been to Colorado, Florida, North Carolina, Georgia, Virginia, all of the Northeast states. I got to go on whale watches as a kid every year. That was great. I got to go snowboarding in Colorado. I just had a great life because of my adoption. And I really actually am planning on adopting kids when I grow up and get married, because not when I grow up, I'm grown, but when I mature enough and get married, because I want to help out and be a good parent to someone else who's in need. So if you consider me for your scholarship, that would be great. And thanks. Have a nice night.